if this is a 50D, we have completed the Series 2 Jefferson book in only 97 boxes. Let's flip it. Hey everyone, it's RobFindsTreasure. Welcome back to my channel. We have a 2-box nickel hunt today, and these 2 boxes come from the great state of Michigan. I want to thank Keith over at Coin Crew for allowing me to get these boxes from him. I've had some good nickel hunts in the past from Michigan, and I'm hoping these boxes are similar to those. Now that being said, as a quick reminder, we've already completed 1 Jefferson Nickels album from the beginning of this series. It took 167 boxes. Because we're only on box 96 and 97, we have a lot of time to try to beat that first series book for the Series 2 album, but we just need that pesky 50D once again. Hopefully one of these boxes has one. That would be awesome. Now, if for whatever reason you're new to the channel and you'd like to start the playlist from the very beginning, I do have that playlist linked both down below in the video description as well as pinned up here for your convenience. In the meantime, for those that are not new to the channel, we'll slide the books to the side. We'll compare the finds at the end to see if we have any upgrades or additions. But for now, we're going to get right to the hunt. These are circulated boxes. I can tell from the holes on the bottom. Hopefully, we have an ender on the top side. Well, I don't see an ender, but as is typical of Michigan boxes, I do see quite a few older Jefferson designs. Man, there's a lot on here. So we might have an older nickel box here in front of us, and that would be cool. All right, let's go ahead and begin the hunt and see if we can find that 50D. Roll number 2 of box number 1. It's going to have our first 40s Jefferson find. It's going to be a 1948 Denver. Roll number 4 is going to give us our oldest Jefferson we have found so far, a 1941 Denver as well. We're on roll number 7, and because these boxes are from Michigan, I won't be showing all of the Canadian nickels we might find. Not that I'm expecting to find a ton, but if it's anything like the penny boxes we hunted the other day, we should find our fair share. Here's a 1989 Canadian nickel. We'll add it to the board and get back to the hunt for Jeffersons. Roll number 16, another 1948 Jefferson nickel, minted in Philly. Roll number 18 will give us our oldest Jefferson nickel. This is going to be a 1940 Denver. Roll number 19, first nickel from 1949, minted in Philadelphia. Roll number 25. Our second nickel from 1941. This one, a Philadelphia. Roll number 27. We have our third nickel from 1948. Minted in Philadelphia. We're on roll number 30, and I thought maybe it was a war nickel, but it had a brown look instead of a green look. And then when I pulled it out, I saw it was a 1942. I haven't checked the reverse yet. Hopefully it's a silver, but I doubt it based on the patina. And if it's not, we'd like a Denver mint next to the Monticello. And it's not a war nickel, and it doesn't look like it has a mint mark next to the Monticello either. Looks like that's just a little bit of damage there. And yeah, not a Silver War nickel, just a 1942 nickel. We'll take it though. Roll number 47. We have another 1948 nickel. This time from Denver. We have finished that first Michigan State nickel box, and you know what? It didn't have any Buffalo nickels, didn't have any war nickels, and it really didn't have any better dates, but it stayed true to what I saw in the end coins. I saw a lot of older Jeffersons, and we had 21 older Jeffersons plus 7 Canadians, so a total of 28 finds in the box, and anything north of 20 is a pretty good box. That being said, it would be nice to score something for the book or some silver or Buffalo nickel, and I'm hoping that box 2 can do that. I've also pulled aside a couple of nicer nickels in the 60s and 70s, which I'll compare to the book as well. Let me go ahead and put this to the side. We'll slide the other box over and continue with the second box of the video. See if we have some more older Jefferson enders or maybe something fancier. All right. Let's take a quick peek in here. And you know what? It does look like it has some Jeffersons that are older, but it actually looks like it might be a little bit less older nickels in this box based on the end coins. We won't know until we get into them though, so let's go ahead and get right into them. I'll bring you guys back in with my first find of box number 2. Roll number 1 of box 2 is going to start us off with an early find, a 1941 Jefferson nickel from Denver. Roll number 56 of the 2-box hunt will give us another 1940s nickel. This was actually an ender. I flipped it around, and sure enough, it's a 1940, minted in Philadelphia. Roll 59, yet another nickel from 1940. Not in that bad a shape either. And that's a 1940 San Francisco this time. Roll number 65 is going to give us our first nickel from 1946. And it's going to be a 1946 Philadelphia. I guess I'll go ahead and pull it out because I can see it peeking up. We also have a 1948 as well. And this one is another 1948 Denver with some scratches on it. We're now on roll number 87, and this box has been a lot slower than the last box. Matter of fact, haven't seen very many Canadians, if any at all. And although we've had a few 50s, not a lot of 40s finds, especially since that last clip where we found the 46. But I say all that because we have our oldest Jefferson we have found so far. And this time, we've got a 1939. Obviously, we don't need any more of the 39s, but if it has an S or a D mint mark, it is a key date, and that would be nice. Although it's dinged up and slick, I highly doubt this is going to have a mint mark, but let's take a peek. And it doesn't. It's going to be a 1939 Philadelphia. Let's just double check that reverse in case there's a DDR. And I don't see the DDR. I do see some damage on that T, but I don't see any doubling. And it's most certainly a Philly, and there's no heading notch. 1939 Philly. Haven't found a lot of nickels earlier than 1950 in this box, but we have our oldest one of the hunt now. Just grabbed roll number 92 out of the box, and I saw a reeded edge when I laid them out, so I figured we'd expose it together and see what it is. We have got a 20-cent piece from Singapore. Singapore, 1991. Beautiful design. Definitely love it. We'll add that to the board. First foreign other than Canada, and it's a beauty. Now let's get back to the hunt for old Jeffersons. Same roll, and we have our first nickel from 1947, and it's in pretty nice shape. This is going to be a 1947 Philadelphia. And if my memory serves me correctly now, with that 1947, excluding the silver years, 42 to 45, we have every non-silver Jefferson nickel from 1938 to 1960, other than a 1938 first year, and of course, a 1950. Pretty good assortment of Jefferson nickels. Let's get back to the hunt and see if we can find some more. Well, box 2 has not been that great so far, and we're on roll number 96. And I just flattened out the roll, and take a look at what I see right there. Take a look at what I see right there. Let's see if it looks nice enough to possibly be a 50D. That is actually in really nice shape. If this is a 50D, we have completed the Series 2 Jefferson book in only 97 boxes. Let's flip it. And it's not. It's going to be a 1950 Philadelphia. Dang it. The good news is it's a semi-key date. And on top of that, it looks like it might be in better shape than the one in the book. We'll have to compare it. Man, that was close. 1950 Philadelphia. We'll take it. I even made a spot for good luck, and it worked. 4 rolls to go. Still no 50D though. Well, we have finished that second Michigan State nickel box, and believe it or not, the last find we had was that 1950, although it's the Philadelphia. Speaking of finds, 49 finds total in the 2 boxes, which puts it almost at 25 per box. Definitely 2 good boxes. And even though we didn't get any key dates, we got the semi-key date. And even though we didn't get any Buffalo nickels or war nickels, I still had a lot of fun going through those boxes. I do now need to go through all of the finds to see if we have any upgrades or additions. I know we don't have any additions really, but I'm curious to see if that 50p will upgrade the one we have and to see if we have anything else we can upgrade. The total take on foreigns was a total of 9, 8 Canadian nickels, and then of course, one of the Singapore 20-cent pieces. Let me compare the finds to the books. I'll be back with a look at the books and some final thoughts on the hunt. Well, I've compared the finds to both albums, and I do have a few upgrades to report. For the Series 2 album, even though after 97 boxes we didn't slot that 50D, we were able to use today's 50 Philadelphia in that spot. Now, I did have one in the spot. We took that out, and we were able to use it in the Series 3 book, which I'll get to in a second. So, one upgrade for Series 2. For Series 3 now, after 32 boxes, even though we didn't slot one, so we're stuck at 59 out of 65 nickels found, we had 3 upgrades. The 1940S we upgraded today. The 50p we took out of this book and plugged it into this book, which is right here. So definitely a good upgrade for that one. I went ahead and rolled up the one that was in here that was pretty ugly. You guys might remember me finding it from a few videos ago. And then the 1954 Denver, we also upgraded right there. So 3 upgrades for Series 3, 1 upgrade for Series 2, still missing that 50D. At the end of the day, it was a fun hunt. We had a little bit of excitement at the end. I thought maybe I would have found that key date 1950 Denver, but we didn't. But I'll always take excitement during a hunt. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this 2-box Michigan hunt. I want to thank Keith at Coin Crew once again for the 2 boxes. He did send me 3 boxes, so I have 1 more box for another future video, and maybe that one will have the 50D. We'll have to see. If you did enjoy this hunt, I'd appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching.